Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the same lesson from civics, local self-government. In the local self-government, already we discussed about the village panchayat, and today we are going to discuss about the panchayat union. So, panchayat union, number of villages combined together, panchayat union. So, these panchayat union members that are elected by directly elected by the people. The chairman only was elected by the uh, representatives of the panchayat, that means the elected members of the panchayat. And here the what are the functions of the panchayat union means here there is number of functions are given. First one, supply of drinking water to the villages, that is the prime duty of the and functions of the village panchayat, and the maintenance of village health centers, and on the maintenance of the roads, establishment of maternity homes, establishment of public affairs, establishment of the veterinary hospitals, maintenance of social forest, repairing of primary school buildings. These were the prime duty and functions of the panchayat union. The district collector, the planning officer, concerned block development officers are empowered to supervise the developmental functions of the panchayat union. So these are the functions of the panchayat union. All the activities and the functions of the panchayat was supervised by the district collector and the planning officer of a block development officer, and another one that all supervise the developmental functions of the village panchayat union. So here the district panchayat also given. A district panchayat is constituted in the each district. One district panchayat is constituted for every 50,000 people. So district panchayat also here the district panchayat எப்படி சொல்லுவோம்னா ஒரு district panchayatலையும் 50,000 peoples இருப்பாங்க, and the ward members are directly elected by the people. The district panchayat ward members were directly elected by the people. The chairman is elected from one among its member and their term is 5 years. The ward members, the chairman only elected in the chairman of the district panchayat is elected from among its members. Among its member means people elected the representative by the direct election, and these elected members elected themselves one member as a chairman of the district panchayat. Here the functions of the district panchayat also is given. So advising the government about the developmental scheme of village panchayat and panchayat union, supervising the functions of the district planning commission. These are the two main functions of district panchayat. And here the box is given. Urban local government la town panchayat, municipality, corporation. So these are the urban local government. The Gandhiji's concept of Gram Swaraj. So Gram Swaraj, what is the Gram Swaraj means? Gandhi really wanted Swaraj, the self-rule by the people of India who represent the rural mass. He observed India's soul lives in village. So காந்தி என்ன சொல்கிறாருன்னா இந்தியாவுடைய சுயராஜ், that means a self rule, it's very important. So it represents the rural mass. Rural means village. He dreamed of village republic in terms of panchayat in the free India. Mahatma Gandhi advocated panchayat raj. He decentralized from the government where each village is responsible for its own affairs as the foundation of India's political system. In simpler words, Gandhi's idea village should be basically self-reliant, making provision of all necessities of life, food, clothing, clean water, sanitation, housing, education, and other requirements, including government and self-defense, also produced from the villages. Here the town panchayat is here. The town panchayat, the area where more than 10,000 people live, is called a town panchayat. Members and the president of the town panchayat are directly elected by the people. There is an executive officer to look after administration of the town panchayat, and the term of office also 5 years. So here village panchayat and panchayat union, like panchayat union in the town panchayat, the what is the more than 10,000 people lives. So more than 10,000 people live, it is called a town panchayat. 10,000 மக்களுக்கு மேலே இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா அந்த ஏரியாவை நம்ம டவுன் பஞ்சாயத்துன்னு சொல்லலாம். And its president, members and its president are elected by the people by direct election. So panchayat under their term of office is 5 years. Another one is the municipality. The area where more than 1 lakh people live is called municipality. So municipality, the members and the chairman of the municipalities are directly elected by the people and their term of office also 5 years. The municipal commissioner is appointed by the government to administer the municipality. Here that the municipal governor is appointed by the government to administer and supervise the panchayat municipality. And another one is the corporation. The municipal corporation are established in big cities where the city has many lakhs of population. Yes, the many cities has the many lakhs of population. So likewise that is why the corporation has the most number of population. The municipal commissioner is the administrative officer. The mayor is the chairman of the corporation. The term of office of the mayor and other members is 5 years. In Tamil Nadu there are 15 corporations. They are in Chennai. So it's very important. In Tamil Nadu there are 15 corporations. Chennai, Kovai, Madurai, Trichy, Tirunelveli, Salem, Erode, Vellore, Thoothukudi, Tirupur, Tanjore, Dindigul, Nagarkoil, Hosur, Avadi. These are the 15 corporations of the Tamil Nadu. The municipal commissioner will be a person from the Indian Administrative Service. That means the municipal commissioner of the corporation from the IAS. He should be a IAS. All the decisions of the corporation council will be implemented by him. He will be assisted by the office of the corporation. So it is the corporation of Chennai. So here the important functions of the mayor. So mayor we are going to see. So mayor is the municipal head of the corporation, and he acts as the bridge between the members of the corporation and the government. So he acts as the bridge between the members. Who are the members? The union members, panchayat members, were the members. He presides over the meetings of all the corporation council. He receives a dignitaries from foreign countries. Type of the panchayat: urban panchayat, notified area committee, town area committee, cantonment board, township, port trust, special purpose agency. So these are the urban types of urban panchayat. The elections into the local government in Tamil Nadu. The state election commission conduct the elections to the local government like general election. The electoral roll is prepared ward wise. Seats are reserved for the SC and STs and also for the women in the proportion of the population by the rotation basis. So here the election was prepared by the election commission, and also the seats, the list were prepared for ward wise, and the seats were reserved for the SC and STs and the women. The problems and challenges facing the local self-government. Here the local self-government are the crucial basis of our democracy. The constitutional status of the local self-government adds more significance to their functioning. There are, however, a few critical considerations of working a local self-government in India. Major problems and challenges may be mentioned as below. So what are the problems faced by the local self-government here? The lack of clear demarcation of power and functions of local bodies, allocation of funds and needs assessment are not matched, role of caste, class and religions in the decision making of the local self-government, poor accountability of elected members and officials at the grassroots for the democracy. So these are the problems faced by the local self-government. It is a number of discriminations, number of living standard of people, the low standard, high standard, class. What is the class? high and rich and poor, higher caste, low caste, and these are the hindrance for the development of the local self-government. Also the role of caste. So in Tamil Nadu, caste played a major role. Number of parties has the working on the base of their caste. So another one here, the Periyar as chairman of municipality. So Periyar E.V. Ramasamy became the chairman of the Erode municipality in 1917. During his tenure in Erode municipality, Periyar worked effectively for providing piped drinking water supply and health facilities to the people. Piped water supply scheme was implemented in 1919 by Periyar. So the pipe water supplement. So supply it was implemented in 1919 by the Periyar in Tamil Nadu. This scheme was said to be the first of kind in the history of Indian municipal administration. He was the first person who introduced the pipe water supply and health facilities to the people. He given the number of schemes and introduced a number of schemes and number of welfare methods to the Tamil Nadu. So these are the first most important contribution and historical one of the municipal administration. Okay children, today's class is over. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.